Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can. That's a different story.
Nice. Yes.
My apologies.
Never be defeated.
Attention guests. The last outbound tram to the Nuka World Transit Center will be leaving the park promptly at 11:55.
Going to get moving soon?
Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
You expected otherwise? Hey, show a little respect.
Sorry, boss. You've just got to understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage? Why stop there? Why not take over the moon while we're at it?
Nah, the little green men can keep that one. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Oh, nuts. I was just starting to get cozy in my little castle.
Now you're starting to sound like Coulter. You remember? The idiot whose body we recently dumped into the river? He was always content to just barely scrape by. Look where that got him. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
What's he gonna do? Show me how to milk a Brahmin?
Maybe, if you ask him nicely. Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Hey, Gage.
Need something, boss?
Come with me. I need your help.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Nuka World is pleased to announce that a small portion of your admission fee will be donated to support our men and women fighting overseas.
You might be a...
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Is there a difference between the approaches?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out, but it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam, and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them.
I bet you they can manage to keep looking bored through the whole thing.
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
We can't target certain settlements with certain jobs?
Unfortunately. Can't talk people off their land if there's no one around to talk to and the like. Most cases, I'll try to let you know why we can't target a place, but the biggest hindrance is if there's already some activity going on there. Though if that is the case, that Pip-Boy of yours might be able to give you some info on whatever might be blocking us hitting that spot. Now, you ready to pick that first settlement?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this? Let me... Alright, that one will work. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there. Now, you're not going to be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Knock 'em dead, boss. Just don't let them kill you, boss. Wouldn't look good for the rest of us.
Mason bit the hand off a Yao Guai, so watch what you try to feed him, unless you ain't fine.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, if you collect a full set of park medallions, I'll give you a special reward.
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park. Once you've got a complete...
I've got a full set of park medallions.
So you do. Why, that's just Nuka-tastic. Here's your special reward. What else would you like to know?
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day.
Gotta chase what you want to catch. Damn it! Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day every day.
Those disciples don't want to show their face? We ain't hiding anything.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets. But it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground, and anything nearby and hungry come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But, you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, the things leak a little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
A bag of animal bits. Well, this isn't the worst thing I've ever been given. Thank you, Mason.
You're welcome. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us, all right?
It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own. And carry our shit.
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
Ignore the peacock and the other gangs are doing. We'll domesticate them soon enough.
Sure could use a drink. Gotta be some liquor around here somewhere. Over, boss? Making trouble?
Ought to be handing Nuka World over to the operators, boss. Place could use some folks with style.
Mags.
Intriguing job came our way. It's yours, if you want it.
Uh-huh.
The pack continue to be a thorn in our side. Seems they've swayed themselves a dangerous ally. But if they could be swayed once, apply this shock collar to him. If you can do it without being detected, wonderful. Otherwise, feel free to pummel him into agreement.
Free and in charge today. Tomorrow, somebody's slave. Ain't life something?
Sounds fun.
Superb. Happy hunting.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life. But they sure as hell were born for it.
Hey.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those roofs easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry, your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
So this will be test 8 of the persuasion formula. Our subject here. What'd you say your name was again?
My hand at the gauntlet,
Fuck you, Lizzie. When my crew finds out about this, they're gonna wear your skin. Okay, we're just gonna call you 8. 8, would you please stop talking? Go to hell.
Supposed to hurt the other gangs.
As you can see, 8 is currently not receptive to my suggestions. Now, deploying the formula.
You're like Malicious in charge. If you're up to me,
What? What the? Hey!
you put a pretty good beat down on Val.
Hey, yourself. 8, how do you feel right now? Fine. Good, I
Just when I
guess.
thought things couldn't get any worse.
Excellent. Now,
Really
8,
should.
I'm going to untie your arm. Okay. Now, 8, I want you to hit yourself. Hit myself?
You know, in a lot of
Please.
instances, poor life choices will get you killed.
Ah! Again, please. Harder this time. Ah! That's perfect. Thank you, 8. You can stop now. Thank you. You're welcome. 8, I'm going to untie you. Now, if you wouldn't mind...
Next time
8.
I see you, I hope I'm
What are you...
those eyes out.
Are you an idiot? Did you really think that shit would work? I'm gonna eat your... Thank you, William. I'm going to need a minute before you bring in number 9.
Savoy.
Walk away. The only thing keeping me from ripping your throat out is Nisha. Walk away.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mix them with just the right ingredients, makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Oh, so it's like an instant play date.
I like how you think, boss. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching your back. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up. You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead. You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed. You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Mags and William are strict as far as bosses go. But if you can do the job, they'll take care of it.
Oh, hey boss. Didn't see you there.
We're in for a fight. Now you're dead.
job you might be interested in. You know about Jamaica Plain, right? Place where they hid all that treasure before the war. No one's ever found it. The Owls would go together for raid. You up for it? So, you know where to find me.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
They thought they had a chance. You're gonna regret this.
Scouted them out, boss. Bunch of pests wandering around the joint. Past due, someone was sent in to do some exterminating. Time for us to move in?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yes.
Eyes up. Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping tonight anyway. Finders keepers, am I right? Filthy. And not the fun kind.
Got it.
Hey.
What's up, boss? You need something, boss?
Hey, got any gear for sale?
Sorry, boss. All my stuff's back in Nuka Town.
Hey there.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Well, well. Looks like someone should have fought harder.
Hear something? Guess we're clear for now. Think we're in for a fight.
Human. Got a treat for you! Initiate Alaska's liberation.
We got company. Gotta be able to move quick if we need to, boss. Might want to drop some of that shit you're loading around.
Hey.
Need something from me? More than happy to hold all the expensive stuff.
you're still alive. That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news?
Let me down.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, feel free to use our workshop. I'm glad to count you as a friend.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Kneecaps? Meet bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
The Disciples.
Sounds like a plan. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where you want to do this? Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
That one's the target.
Ruthless. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll send a couple gangers to meet you there. Make sure they know not to kill the settlers. Don't have too much fun.
Someone there? Light him up!
Nice try.
Open fire!
Shit.
Yes, lost them. Communist targets acquired.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Doc Weathers is guaranteed to patch up any bruises, holes, and diseases you've picked up. But I ain't got no fix for personality.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
You have any of those symptoms? Tell me about them.
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
Blood pooling in the gums, signs of anemia. Yeah, we better clean you up. All done. Any other complaints?
No other complaints.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is terrible.
What just happened? Hear something? What's out there? Think we're in for a fight. Shit! Heads up, boss. We ain't alone. We got company.
Hey there.
Hey, boss. We're all set. No dead settlers, huh? Pity. Good thing everyone else is fair game. You ready?
Nice try, asshole. But I'm still standing.
Hey there.
Hey, boss. We're all set. No dead settlers, huh? Pity. Good thing everyone else is fair game. You ready?
Let's do this.
With pleasure.
We got trouble.
day, pal.
Hey. You're gonna give me and my gangs back in Nuka World everything we ask for. Got it?
Yeah, sure. You'll get all your supplies, all right? Jesus.
Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping. Tonight anyway.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Fine. Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this.
Shank.
Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking. For what it's worth.
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look, boss. Raiders of the Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force. And I'm thinking it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see Fritch. He'll tell you what to do.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
You all deaf or something?
Something
Where
about this place
the
don't
fuck
feel right.
is your boss?
You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway. That'll learn those idiots. I want the head of whoever's running this shit show brought to me on a plate. You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Yeah! Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
Handle that like a pro, boss.
Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping
That'll
tonight
learn those
anyway.
idiots.
Hey there.
You can keep that pit. We're not interested.
Shank.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Shank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Well, your secret's safe with me, regardless. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
Nothing for now.
All right.
I like a good haul as much as the next guy, but we might be overdoing it.